Also in the life of Jesus Christ, it teaches us that Jesus, who we rest and depend on, can and will affirm us even when we don't affirm ourselves. In fact, Jesus provides empowerment to us even when we feel like quitting. And let me just take a brief survey in the room, because if you are a Christian, have you ever wanted to quit at least once, at least twice, at least 3 times, at least last week, at least last month, at least yesterday, at least today? And if you ain't careful, if enough folk do you wrong or enough goes wrong, you might even think about quitting today. But the good news is that you still have purpose. Now, here we are, because Mark the writer writes to the suffering community because he recognizes that they feel inadequate as Christians. In fact, let me tell you this, that this text is not only descriptive, but this script is also prescriptive. In other words, it describes what's happening, but it also gives medication to ease what's going on. In fact, God will affirm who you are and what you've been called to do and your assignment. Now, check this out. The FDA is the group that tells us that when meat is good or bad, right? Before they sell it, they test it. When you buy a drug, before the drug is bought, they test it, approve it, and then let you know that you can purchase it. Can I suggest to you today that God must test you before he affirms you? God can test you before he can say you can handle it. God, and that's a real good place to shout, because that means that every hurdle that you thought you couldn't get over, everything that you thought you couldn't endure, it was already pre-assigned by God, because God already knew what you could handle. Thank you, Holy Ghost, because if it was left up to me, I would have thrown in the towel, I would have walked away, I would have forgotten about it. But thanks be to God, it is true, like the old folk used to say, he won't put more on you. Come on, y'all, talk to me. He won't put more on you. In fact, he helps us bear some things that we feel like we can't bear. That's one of the reasons why I like some of the old songs, like At the Cross, At the Cross, where I first saw the light, and the burdens of my heart rolled away. It was there by faith that I received my sight, and now I am happy all of the days. In other words, what the writing is suggesting, all of my joy happened because Jesus died on the cross. I know it's old, I know we say it all the time, but you ought to celebrate that he died. You ought to celebrate that he stayed in the grave. You ought to celebrate that he got up. You ought to celebrate that he shed the blood on the cross of Calvary. You ought to celebrate that he didn't come down off the cross. Because if Jesus had come down off of the cross, then there would have been no redemption for sin. In other words, every time you mess up, you would not be forgiven. Somebody got to thank you, Lord. If you don't get happy for nobody else, you ought to thank God that God does not hold you. He does not condemn you. He does not leave you where you made your mistake. In fact, he'll still use you with your messed up self. So the truth of the matter is that the very first thing is Jesus makes witness of connection. Now, I got some theological problems here, because according to verse number 4, there's baptism, which is designed for repentance. Here's the problem with the text. Why would Jesus have to be baptized, and he was the Son of God, and he never committed a sin? Why would Jesus have to be baptized and he never committed a sin? One more time for the slow folk favor because of you. And that's good, and that's safe, because one of the things that we often do in the church is we pass the buck like everybody else is guilty but us. Now watch this. According to first century Palestinian law, it was understood that baptism was not only a sign of repentance, but it was a sign that you were connected. Not that you had been wrong, but that you openly proved that you were connected. In other words, if you say that this is the God of your salvation, then prove it. Yeah. Okay, let me come across the street and grab you. All right? If your boo says that they love you, they ought not only get you a gift on your birthday. We don't need some just because. Y'all ain't talking about. We gonna need some, oh, I'm so in love with you. Not just on Valentine's or Sweetest Day. No. We gonna need some phone calls in the middle of the day. We gonna need you to say, I miss you. You're gonna have to look like you mean it. Because it's cool on the birthday, don't get me wrong, the birthday gift is nice, but that's kind of like the responsibility. Yeah, we expect something for Christmas, responsibility. Valentine's or Sweetest Day, responsibility. But when it's the 3rd of September, that's no day at all. Yeah. That was, oh, I know you didn't go shopping and you didn't bring me nothing. I need you to think about me while you at the mall. Yeah. So there was evidence outwardly to prove that you were a believer. Now watch this. Jesus identifies with the connection that God is using John the Baptist. Wait a minute. How can Jesus use John the Baptist when John the Baptist has said, but I'm unworthy to unlatch your shoes? God help me. Okay, Jesus submits himself to John to prove that God has accepted the ministry of John the Baptist. Get this, even if you are saved, anointed, appointed, filled with the Holy Ghost, speaking in tongues, coming on the Honda, going on the Kawasaki, deeper than anybody else, you breathe, eat, sleep, Jesus, you are the wonder child, you're sitting on Jesus' lap, you see everything in the spirit. You know those prophetic friends that you got, no matter what you say, they saw it coming. All right. Come on with it. You're like, but you want, oh no, but I felt it. I knew it. What he says here is that no matter, even if you feel like you're unworthy, I'm still going to use you. Yeah. Even though you messed up last week, I'm still going to use you. That's why I say the church has to be very, very careful who we write off as a musical. Because everybody in this room, we got past, we got present, and we got future. Okay? Try it again. We got a past that for whatever reason people seem to be interested in. Yeah. You got a present, it seems like everybody want to know that. And then your future, everybody want to know what you're getting ready to do. Yeah. Jesus says, I'm going to write off your past. I'm going to accept your present. And I'm going to make your future look better. Yeah. You don't have to know at the time of the service. You ought to just tear the club up right here, back it up and drop it like it's hot. I'm going to forget your past. Yeah. I'm going to work on your present. Yeah. And I'm getting ready to make your future look better. Yeah. Tell your neighbor, my future is already looking better. Understand this. Jesus does not connect himself with folk that don't have a future. Yeah. He He does not connect himself with people that don't have a future. Here it is. Get this. When we feel like giving up, Jesus reminds us here in the text that even though you may have messed up, I'm still available for you. I think about how many times, and maybe I'm the only one, I think about how many times God has covered me to make me look like I was okay to them. Even though I knew to myself I had messed up. Right? Now watch this. The issue becomes this. Jesus says to them, first of all, I'm going to connect myself to you. The second thing he does, he says, I'm not only going to connect, but I'm going to confirm you. Watch verse number 10, Mark chapter 1. Immediately coming up from the water, the text says, he saw the heavens parting of the Spirit. Verse number 11. A voice came from heaven, you are my beloved Son, in whom I am well pleased. Now, here's Christ, the Son, in the physical flesh, the Spirit in the form of a dove, the voice of the Father. Mark isolates this declaration. He makes it personal. Jesus has submitted to John the Baptist. Jesus has submitted to Mary and Joseph. And he says, you don't have to do the work to become acceptable. I'm going to accept you before you do anything. In other words, he says, I'm taking applications for everybody that has messed up. Maybe there's only 5 of you in here that have messed up. Maybe there's only 3 of you that will admit how much you messed up. But those of us that are honest enough to say, I messed up, I messed up, I messed up, I keep messing up. That's the reason why I can relate so well to Leandria's song. She said, Lord, deliver me. Because all I keep doing is getting stuff wrong. Lord, deliver me from me, because sometimes I recognize that my greatest enemy is me. So let me see if I can help you here. God uses people and gives them an assignment, and people will hate on you because God has chosen you. Oh my God. They will hate on you. Now watch this. John the Baptist is the witness of connection. The Father is the witness of confirmation. Then the last one that we have, after the confirmation, now we look and say, now if God is involved, Jesus is involved, who else could be involved that might interrupt our assignment? I'm so glad you asked that. I promise I'm 3/4 of the way done. Here it is from a Sunday school lesson this morning. The devil himself shows up. Yeah. Let me help you with this. If the devil is not after you, if trouble is not showing up at your address on a regular basis, it could be possible that you don't have an assignment in the kingdom. But if you get one thing right, and as soon as you get one thing right, 3 other things go wrong. If the husband is right, if the wife is right, the kid's acting crazy. If the kids get right, the dog, he wants to act like he's a cat, and the cat want to act like he's a dog. The fish is swimming backwards. If you pay your light bill, here come the gas folk talking about they want their money. After you pay them, then the car note folk, they want their money. You pay them, then the water board want their money. In other words, you got more month than you got months. Somebody would say, thanks be to God.